Yeah, go on.
I refuse to believe, yeah, a club like Manchester United, yeah, that are doing absolutely everything, yeah, in the name of PR. There's no way they didn't do their research and they didn't know these things were happening. And that's why I'm inclined to believe that they knew exactly what was going on and they tried to cover it up with this nonce blood and also with the Antony situation. I completely refuse, yeah. I refuse to believe that they didn't know. It's just the same with Ollie blood. Like even Ollie was in like engrossed in some madness blood with an art
No way.
charge and that of one of the players and
Yeah,
that.
there was a
Are you trying
Norway
to
one.
say what? Are you
Yeah.
trying
Was
to
it?
tell me
What
that they
happened?
didn't
I don't remember
brother?
that.
They're saying that
It's,
him and the man them covered up some Bandulu thing over there, bro, for one of
oh,
the
is it?
players or something like that. Yeah, bro. Like, bro, you think the club
Ah,
don't know these things?
go on,
It's
Saeed.
ugly, man. Now, basically, United are basically refuting claims that they covered up the Antony situation. They've come out today and basically refused that they didn't acknowledge that they apparently a pedophile was invited to Man United last season for a
What do you mean
women's game.
invited, blood? Hold on, sorry.
Yeah,
Hold on. Run that
obviously.
back, blood. Hold on.
So
What?
basically, obviously it's alleged, isn't it? It's alleged, but basically there was a pedophile that was invited to women's game who used to be the former Manchester United women's coach between I think 1983 to I think I don't know 1990 something basically. And they're saying that they didn't know about it. So it came on the news today, and apparently they're saying today that they're refuting claims that they knew he was basically a pedophile. So, and he was
Bro,
given an
what?
honors welcome or something like that. You know what I mean? At a women's game last season. So yeah, man, it's all absolutely mad, bro. And obviously, Anthony's girl's coming out. She's making a lot of claims. She's claiming that United tried to cover it up. You know, it's just a long
Sorry,
list of
what?
what's
What
going
is
on at
this
the club.
on what on Twitter?
No, she's
Or
come out
where?
to the media, Brazil media. She's come out to Brazil media, and obviously she's saying that basically Manchester United tried to cover up the domestic case abuse, and basically she tried to say that they didn't want her to send her to a hospital, and they tried to get a club doctor instead to kind of obviously treat her when you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go to a hospital, aren't you? But they're apparently saying that they don't. You know, they're refuting the allegations. So yeah, bro, it's madness, man. It's mad. Man United are making more statements than we've had points, than we've had wins. You know what I mean? Every minute there's a statement now. It's wild, man. And that's listen, since we had the devil there, bro, I'm telling you now, you see the shaitan, man. You see that devil there when he got put on the finger. I've been saying, it's been absolutely mad lately. But yeah, man, I can't lie, bro. It's all wild, minute. It's all wild, man.
I said that Ten Hag and Arnold are at Carrington shredding documents. Sorry, that's
Bro,
mad funny.
it's
What are you
crazy.
telling
That's
me,
mad
bro?
funny. Like it's Western Holdings, you know what I'm saying? And that, like, word to the
Yeah.
power OGs, they know what I'm
The
talking about.
establishment.
I
What?
said shredding documents. That's funny, yo. That's funny. That is funny.
Bruv, what? Hey, bruv, this football
Yeah.
club is finished. Hey, bro.
I told you, man. It's
Bruv, I
extenders,
remember
bro.
back to remember when I was going viral on Twitter. Like, remember when I said
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
hate the
yeah.
direction this club's going in, yeah, and then I had all of these Brexiteers, yeah, on my neck, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And now what?
David May at you, man.
And
David
now,
May, United.
but exactly,
Oh
David
yeah,
May,
shit. I
yeah,
remember David May. I remember
that's
that.
what I'm saying, bro. That human fun blood. And now look at your life now, bruv. You know them ones there. That bro looks like a fun blood. Do you know what I mean? And now look. What did I say? And look how many years that was.
Yep.
I
You know
hear
what I
you,
mean?
man.
Well, that
A
was
man was
2 years
calling
ago
me out.
only.
A man was calling me out 2 years ago, and look now. Look now. Look at the state of this club, bro.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yep.
It is a mess
Yep.
on and off the pitch, and we do it. This is just adding on top of it, like adding on top of what we already do. Nobody's surprised. Everyone knows how much we're a mess off the pitch in regards to footballing issues. Like the stuff we're discussing is not. That's not even footballing things. You know what I'm saying in regards to them
Yeah.
inviting that alleged whatever pedophile, whatever he is, like him to like that's a terrible mishap. Who's responsible for that? If that is indeed the case and that's true, the
But
Anthony
bro, it's
situation,
like,
obviously we don't
you know
know.
what it
That's
is?
crazy. Yeah, go on.
I refuse to believe, yeah, a club like Manchester United, yeah, that are doing absolutely everything, yeah, in the name of PR. There's no way they didn't do their research and they didn't know these things were happening. And that's why I'm inclined to believe that they knew exactly what was going on and they tried to cover it up with this nonce blood and also with the Antony situation. I completely refuse, yeah. I refuse to believe that they didn't know. It's just the same with Ollie, blood. Like even Ollie was in like engrossed in some madness, blood, with an art
No way.
charge and that of one of the players.
Yeah, there was a
Are you
no
trying
way
to say
one.
what? Are you
No.
trying to
Was it?
tell me
What
that they
happened?
didn't?
I don't remember
Brother,
that.
they're saying that him and the man them covered up some banduli thing over there, bro, for one of
Oh,
the
is it?
players or something like that. Yeah, bro. Like, bro, you think the club don't know these things?
Oh, I didn't know about the Ollie one. I didn't know about it that time. That's crazy.
Broski, these
That is
men know
crazy.
what's going on. If you think that United don't do their due diligence, yeah, then you're just extremely naive, blood. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These men will do checks on everyone, bro. I know that. Do you know what
So
I
you
mean?
reckon they just tried to pattern it? They just tried to be like, all right, it'll be all right. And then now they found out. I wonder who revealed it. Because it could be that what you're saying. It could
Bruv,
be
listen,
like
I'm
I said.
telling you,
I don't
I've
put
been
anything
around
past
these
these men.
things.
What's up?
I've been
Yeah, go on.
around these things enough. I've done TV. I've done radio, blood. Like even when I went to Vice here to do my series here, and this was in 2017, bro. These man, yeah, before I recorded my first series, yeah, they sat down with me, yeah, and they had someone there, yeah, to go through all of my tweets and everything like that, yeah.
Jeez.
Just to protect me and to protect themselves, you know, them ones, just to see if there was anything like on there that could have been misconstrued, and there wasn't. But it's one of them ones where, bro, like that's even a company like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because man was doing some political stuff, and they knew that there'd be a witch hunt in it, so they wanted to make sure that there's nothing.
It's clean.
Yeah, there's nothing there that could have potentially. You get me? So if they're doing that, don't think that Manchester United are not looking. They're not making sure that everything's patterned before they do these things. But they know, but they knew what they were doing. I'm not trying to absolutely hear anything about they didn't know.
Well,
It's
if it
just the
is,
same
though,
way.
I mean,
Remember
innit?
when Sky Sports brought Speed on there? And then they were pretending, oh yeah, we didn't know and that. Bruv, of course you knew, blood. You just wanted to piggyback off the clout,
Clout.
that he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
at the moment. You can't tell me you didn't know what Speed was doing, because even I knew, blood, and I'm not even a fan of Speed. I only knew of him because these lot were sending me links of stuff, and I knew what kind of guy he was, and I'd only seen about 5 videos. So if I knew, there's no way that Sky Sports didn't know.
That's a Stevie Wonder FC, you know. But you are right. Obviously, Sky Sports, they knew that he was banned from Twitch. Like everybody knows, you know what I mean? If you're doing this, if you're one of the biggest social media kind of PR machines, you will know Speed is banned on Twitch, and you know why he's banned on Twitch. These guys, they're in around it. They got a young team in it, so yeah. I mean, I refuse to believe that, but this is for me, it's equally damning though with this anti situation. It happened in the hotel. Obviously, they have apparently there was a social council officer. Everyone has a council officer, someone who basically supports
Hold
the
on, was
player.
that in his ex-girlfriend or ex-wife?
Yeah,
or something?
ex-girlfriend.
So what do you mean it happened in a
Ex-girlfriend.
hotel? What are they saying, that there was
Happened in a
violence in the
hotel.
hotel?
Yeah, in the Ria Regency Hotel, which is basically in South Bali. It's next to me actually. It's like a 5-star hotel, and she was called to that location. But then they were saying that, oh, you know what, that you know, she wasn't refused any sort of medical treatment, etc., etc. She wasn't like dealt with anyone that, you know, wasn't receiving any sort of violence against her. Like they dealt with her accordingly. So they're kind of shocked and surprised and this has happened. But like I said to you, they could be covering it up because they don't want. Because if they're involved, if they are in the situation and they find out the CCTV and they find out that they come there and they rush there and she's probably bleeding or whatever, then bro, they're in this situation. It's mad. When you actually deep it, you're involved, and because you try to cover it up, that's if you were involved. So
No, you're right. You're not
Obviously-
lying. You're not lying, Saeed, in regards to if they are indeed the case. Yeah, because there's going to be CCTV at the hotel. So we will know if whether she's lying or the club's lying in regards to them covering it up. And it wouldn't surprise me because even Brant's talking about like them doing their checks. This club's incompetence would never surprise me. So if they didn't do their checks, it wouldn't surprise me. I know what this football club's like. We see how badly it's run from a footballing side of things. And that's what they're supposed to be good at. Because it's Manchester United Football Club. So stuff outside of that, like in terms of gatherings and bringing special guests back and etc. Nothing surprising with these lot. Same way if they did indeed try and cover up the Antony situation, it wouldn't surprise me. Look how they handled the Mason Greenwood situation. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to make a decision on that and refused to. That's why they made the initial statement that didn't say anything. If you wanted to bring him back, stand on it and say, yeah, we're bringing him back and deal with the backlash. Don't put it on the women's team. They tried that. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk for the women's team to then the women's players to then get abused, and they haven't said anything. know what I'm saying? They minding their business. This ain't nothing to do with us. We don't make the decision.
In the World
You're the
Cup.
hierarchy. Yeah, they playing in the World Cup and they're getting abused on socials because the club, they've not even said, yeah, bring him back or not. It's just the club have said, yeah, we'll talk to them. Like, no. You the boss. You make the decision. Don't put that on the employees. You're the employer at the end of the day. But this don't surprise me with this club. I'm saying whether it's the Greenwood situation, potentially covering up this Antony situation, the thing with this guest, putting out statements that don't say shit. It's like, yo, just shut up. Sometimes just shut up and don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just pouring fuel on the fire. Don't say nothing.
No, 100%, bro. And this is what it is. And I just can't sit here, and genuinely believe that the club never knew about this. You know that? And you know what it is? If you know anything, even if you know anything about the media, guys, like, you don't even have to be involved in it like I am or whatever, bro. Like, when stories are coming out, the club would have been briefed weeks before this thing hit. People don't just wake up in the morning, write a story, and then it's on the internet and it's in newspapers. People get briefed. Do you know what I mean? They'll say, like, someone from, like, the newspaper or something might ring Man United and say, yo, we've got this story coming out on this day. Are you aware of this? And then teams have opportunities to react to the story. Things don't just come out, bro. Do you know what I mean? So the club been knowing about this, blood.
No smoke without fire, innit? No smoke without fire, man. That's what they say, man. You know what I mean? And obviously, this is a club that's well connected. You know what I mean? The ex-girlfriend speak to the liaison officer. They speak to them. You know what I mean? There would have been a situation where she must have rung Man United. You know, and said, "Yo, listen, man, what's going on? Antony did this and da. And ultimately, they might say, "Yo, we're not involved," but you have to be involved. You're in the football club. You're in the facilities of the football club. You know what I mean? You have to have that duty of care as a club. So you're gonna know what's happening, whether you like it or not. You're gonna know what's happening because every player has a safety officer or someone who basically can help them out. Whether it's like they want to go to the arena, Manchester Arena, and they'll sort them out with tickets. Whether they want to go, I don't know, somewhere where they need security, they have to get facilitated. Every single thing they have to be facilitated by. So they will know what's going on in the inside of it. So that's why for me it's like I don't think she's going to this lengths now to just say this on purpose. There must be a reason why she's now targeting United because that's a big allegation to say, yo, you man covered it up. To say that, like, because she's like, you Antony there who's done something, or allegedly, done something to you. So why would you go to the club? You should be focusing your energy on Antony. But now she's like, nah, you know what? The club's in the wrong as well. Because he's come out.
She wouldn't be coming out. She's got nothing to gain from mudding Man United. So that's why I believe her. Because she's got nothing to gain. Like, if she wanted to get Antony, she don't have to involve the club. Do you know what I mean? But what she's probably seeing is, she probably thinks, you know what? I got this guy banged to rights, and then all of a sudden, like, the club are either paying for his legal team or trying to cover things up or doing X, Y, Z. She's got absolutely no reason to try and mud the club. No reason, bro. Because whatever beef she's got with Antony is with Antony. And that's what makes me believe, that clearly, like, there has to be some sort of truth in it. Even if it's not the whole truth. Even if she was, maybe she exaggerated some things or she's added some things, like, he's done something, bro. Do you know what I mean? I refuse to believe that he ain't done nothing. Like, it's impossible.
You believe something has gone on. As to what, we don't know yet, but something's gone on.
Something has gone on more than once. Because you know what it is, with these kind of guys, and with these kind of relationships, these things tend to happen multiple times. They don't just happen once. And obviously, she's got to a point where probably they're not together no more, He's probably got a new gal now, and she's mad. So now
he has got a new gal.
Exactly. See, I didn't even know the story. Do you know what I mean? But I know women.
Yeah,
you know, like that. This is it. This is it, bro. Like, he's got a new gal now. He's moving on. You know, like that. And then, boy, even when they broke up, he probably went back, smashed a couple of times, then went back, got his new thing, and she's mad. So now she's trying to flame him, bro. But I don't believe that he hasn't done it. I believe he has done it. But I believe that she's now bringing the whole, like, bro, hellfire to him, because he's moved on and she's pissed.